Hi, I'm Alexis Henry. I'm 21. I'm from Torrance, California. I run the 400, the 200, 4x1, 4x4, and I long jump. I started running my freshman year of high school. My dad ran track, so I never really wanted to. It was kind of me just like, okay, I'm just going to try this out, see what happens, and I realized that I was actually fast, so I kept going.
Come on, Lex! Move!
I only ran the 100 and the 200 and the 4x1 and the occasional 4x4. When I got to junior college, I went to West LA, and my coach, Valerie Briscoe, she was actually an Olympian. She saw that I was a 400-meter runner, and she kind of saw myself. She saw me in her, so she took me out of the 1 and just put me in the 4, and I've been running that ever since.
San Francisco State still holding on to the lead.
So comparing junior college to an actual 4-year, I was in for a rude awakening. It was a lot. It was so much harder. It was more mental than anything, because junior college is very easy, 4 days a week. You can skip days if you want to. Like out here, it's every day. It's intervals after intervals. It's very mentally taxing. So you kind of have to live up to what's expected of you. And I never had to really push or give my complete effort, because it was something I was scared to do. But once I got here, I really developed and understood what I was doing. I learned how to really run. It was more mental, because I kind of knew the form part, like knees up, run with your hips up. But here was mental, like you're running with people like, okay, so you get to college, you're running with like Division II athletes, you get to run against D1 athletes at all these meets, and it was scary. Like it was a lot for me. Like I really had to wake up and realize that I'm human just like all these other people. Like I had to be confident. I came in here lacking confidence, and I feel like that's why last season it really wasn't the best season for me. And from the summer till now, I really had to redevelop my mental. I started reading, I started writing. I write before every race, like affirmations, like I'm going to do this. I'm willing to give my complete effort, because I don't think about the times, because I used to think about the times, like if I don't run this, then I'm not this, like I'm not good enough. So now it's more like, what am I going to do to make that time come? So it's really writing, really it makes me focus on what really matters, and it just stays in my subconscious, so that helps. I was very, very unfamiliar with like my surroundings. To be honest, I've never been in a setting where there's other people like just as fast as me, so that took a toll on my mental and my confidence. When I run, I really like black out. Like I have no idea what I'm doing until like I'm done. Like I'll kind of think about it, and I'll know that, oh, I did this in this spot. I did this, I picked it up right here. But like during the race, I'm not thinking about anything like that.
We just ran that by ourselves? We taking a national title home again, doggone it! Woo!
To build my confidence, my parents really helped. Like my dad, he's always reassuring me that I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. And I never believed it, but I started believing it and realizing who I was and all the talents that I was capable of. There was a lot of things naturally that I could do, but it took me to put myself live in the moment. I used to think so much about the future and what am I going to run here? What am I going to run? What am I going to do before it was even there? And like, I really had to focus on who I am in the moment. What am I going to do? And just go from there.
Oh, Lex is moving.
I learned that focusing on the people around me really just brings my performance down. Last year I used to focus on people in the lanes outside of me, on the inside of me, and I really realized that this race is about me. I'm running against myself. Like, yeah, the people are here, but they don't really determine anything that I do. They're kind of just there for, like, they're like little pawns. Like, it's really about me. Like I just really focus on what I can do. This past weekend, I ran the 400. I placed 5th overall with a time of 54:22. The 200, 9th overall with a time of 24:33. And the 4x4, we placed 2nd overall with a time of 3:37 and 29 seconds. I definitely left something on the table, and all I can do is own up to it and stay aware of it and make up for it for outdoors. Everything that I need is there. I would just say, like, my start, my first 200 meters of the race, which really sets the tone of the race, it just has to improve. And that's just me being more aggressive. I just have to remove myself from my personality and tap into a whole nother me.